So this is my logbook for week 11 of the Sad Club. Probably asking why we're the same codes because last week I forgot to do the recording, so we're doing the same one again. Okay, just quick overview what we did in week 11's lessons. So we did is it the final run for it? Oh no, sorry, next week. We got next week, and then we got our show week, which I'll talk about, and then obviously after that we've got our Cardiff performance. Okay, so in this week, week 11, we did one run through. We mainly focused on the opening and closing song. We did all of the songs and all of the dances, which I'll talk about, and how I felt as a performer, how I'm developing, and what my strong points are, what my weak points are, what Nikki's told me to improve on, all that kind of stuff. Yes, so I'll talk about the run through first. This is a run through where me personally and as a group, I think it's sort of the same. It didn't go very well. A lot of stuff went wrong when it shouldn't. Me personally, I didn't do anything wrong. I set a target last week to be much more focused when I'm performing, and this week I was much more focused. When I'm backstage, I obviously now know that I know not to be talking to anyone, and if I am talking, I need to be about the Sad Club. I need to be the tiniest whisper, so not one person can hear me. But yeah, we did. But we had a talk after, and it was a sort of thing of, are we believing this show's going to come alive? Because it hasn't really come alive yet. Are we going to believe it's going to do well? Are we going to put what we've all worked hard for together? So it was sort of a downer on that, really, that it didn't go very well, and Debs wanted us to believe it, and because she's worked so hard, and we've all worked so hard. But I was one of them. I was the main person that I didn't feel like I put my hand up and I said, look, I'm not enjoying it. I enjoy it. I love rehearsing, but I mean, when I'm actually doing the performance itself, I'm struggling to believe it and actually believe that this show can go somewhere. I know it can go somewhere. I think it's great, but it's just like I'm not enjoying it as much when I'm performing. I don't know if that's because I'm struggling a bit, which I probably am. But obviously I need to focus on the songs more. I need to focus on the dances, which I will talk about later on in this logbook. But the run through went well. I'll talk about the opening and closing scenes. But those are the ones we worked on this week, on the Wednesday and the Thursday. But what we've changed in them. So in the opening scene, nothing's changed, but we need to still use our projection more, because obviously when we're doing the actual show in the Sherman, it's going to be a bigger theatre, meaning we'll have to project even more, and we're not even projecting enough in our theatre. So we need to work on that. We had to work. So I've written here points: projection, loudness when performing in a theatre, but don't forget about articulation. Yeah, because you can project your voice and be really loud, but then your articulation will sort of disappear, if you sort of thing, and I don't want that. So for the voice skills audit sheet, for week, what week are we on? I've lost track. Week 11, sorry. I put projection and articulation, but that's just for the singing. Otherwise, the dances and movements, our movements much better. I think our movements is improving a lot. Movement, I mean dances, same thing. Moving are improving a lot, especially me as a performer. I think my dancing are much more clear. I say this because I've been practicing the dances at home. Sorry, I've been practicing the dances at home. Obviously just practicing the ones in my mirror. Also in this week, I will talk about the ending, but for the ending we're going to have glow sticks. So blue crackly glow sticks, and when it's the bit after the closing song, there's a bit at the end where it goes, "You're all alone, everyone," that kind of stuff. Everyone's going to be waving their glow sticks, and then and then Ed's going to say to the audience, "Look, if you got a glow stick and you ever felt sad, wave your glow stick in the air." So that's a thing we change. And how have I felt with that? And I think it's gone really well. I've responded. That's obviously responding to feedback. So in here, look, so my voice skill audit sheet, how we responded to feedback. Yeah, much better. I think it's a great idea, and it makes the audience really intrigued, and it gets the audience involved as well in what they're doing. My voice is very good. I've done my voice exercise plan, so obviously I did breathing exercises on Monday morning. On Tuesday morning, I didn't do it because we did a warm-up, vocal and physical warm-up. Wednesday, I did some breathing exercises, and Thursday we did our warm-up again. So there's a lot of humming, that kind of thing. We'll shut my window. So yeah, but overall, like, my voice has gone very well. Research, obviously, I can't really talk about research anymore because my character's fully developed now. The research into the anxiety, obviously, I know because we've done anxiety for ages now. My anxiety is much, my knowledge of anxiety is much better. So that kind of stuff. So talking about all the dances and all the singing, I think the dances are fine now. So we're like God, so that was a sort of like a stress reliever to get rid of that. So we've done all the songs and all the dances. I think singing wise, my voice has developed so much. I think I'm much more better as a performer. I'm starting to hit the harmonies. I know my vocal range very well. I'm starting to, like, obviously Debs tells some people to mind because she doesn't want to ruin not because they can't sing, just because doesn't want her to ruin the vocal range. But I'm not one of those people. I think she's good sometimes. I think she likes the fact she likes my singing, which is good. So that's sort of a confidence thing. My voice is very good. I had a sore throat on the Thursday and Friday of this week, but obviously I've done that. I've took some sweets. I've got some honey and lemon for that one. So I've recovered my voice for that because I don't want to ruin it for not next week, the week after when we do the performance at the college. Yeah, but the run through it's just about believing, and I think once we know that, it should be fine. I'm developing my character. What techniques have I explored? I've used a lot of techniques. So voice, we've talked about. Research, I've talked about. Characterization, very good. David is very good at characterization. Interpreting text and skills. Obviously, I haven't edited the script this week, so I can't really talk about that one. The skills I took this week, obviously, Stanislavski's technique, the give and if. We talked about that about a few weeks ago, and I implied that in my performance, and like doing that helped me when I use my performance. Responded to feedback direction, obviously with the singing and dancing. Deb said my dance was very good. Just make sure I'm not being like too like hunched, but like sort of bad. Make sure my posture is very sharp and every movement is slick. And it says recording rehearsals. What decisions you made for your character? Obviously, not really made a new character discoveries at the moment, but I have made the discovery that I now know a lot of knowledge about anxiety. So that's my logbook for week 11.